Today I'll be out here pretty much the whole night. It's in the afternoon, about 1 o'clock. I'm a little late getting out. I have some things to do today. But today I'm gonna fix all the little imperfections. I'm gonna work clockwise. I'll start from the center here. Let me just knock both of these out. You can see these clear as day. These are two dents in this hatch. I'm not sure how these got here, but the spoiler most likely will cover the majority of these, but we're taking care of everything. And you can just see the little craters here and here. And then we're gonna work our way around clockwise. Only thing on this side is the door. The door is the issue with this side. There's some little spots here in the metal, some little pits. This is smooth. But when I wave my hand here, I feel that dent there. I feel it there. I also feel something here. Definitely feel it here. Clearly. Yep. Feel it here too. But we're gonna take something to scuff this up so to expose them. Everything else is pretty much okay on this door. But yeah, got some little pitting here in the metal as well. Gonna fix this. And got a little bit here. As you can see, there's actually a hole right there. That shouldn't be there. We're gonna weld that together. I did the whole entire rocker. We're gonna paint. Got little chips here. Yeah. The first thing is getting all these little dents. The other side is, this side is pretty much straight as an arrow. Got a couple little things there. Gotta do something too. And I think we got something along this rocker. Just a couple little chips. Door's fine. This is something I gotta cover, but everything else is okay. Gotta just sand this down some more. All right, we're gonna start here. We'll do these two and just go around clockwise, post the counterclockwise, and work our way back around. Here's a couple things we'll be using. I'll use this, and we're gonna use these on the angle grinder. So I got this kit. We're using this to help us with the dents. All right, you guys can clearly see both of those spots. Let's expose them a little bit more. Set this little cheap kit. Let's see how this works for us. We're gonna use this one. All right, I'm waiting on it to heat up. Once I start seeing leaking out of there, we'll be all good. And if you guys can see this, I'm trying to get something. Starting to come up, guys. Starting to come up. If it does be a slight crater, it will just be very minimal. Definitely starting to come up. Get you guys an angle to see. trying to hold that tension on it so it can kind of pull out naturally. Alright guys, let me explain to you guys what just happened. As you guys can see, it pulled the dent out, but it's kind of a heel now. Both dents are pulled out. There's a slight heel, and I'll tell you why. Although this is not my field of expertise, some things are just obvious, and I'm learning as I'm going. And I'm getting pretty good kind of quickly, but I'm just taking my time, and that's the reason why. But both dents are pulled out, but there's a heel. So what happened is, what I'm seeing, there was some craters here or some damage to this hatch. I bought this hatch from a junkyard. And of course the spoiler was on it, and I removed the spoiler. But you see those craters there, and someone filled them in with some body filler. Both craters. So that's what we're seeing now. Body filler, some good body filler, but they used some body filler, and it snatched up and caused 2 craters. So although it pulled the dent out, and that's all they had to do is pull the dent out, there's a slight heel possibly there, but it's so much filler right there embedded. I'm scared to see what's there when I sand it down, but we're going to sand all that off and fix it correctly. But yeah, that's what happened, and it tore out like that. That glue was holding pretty good, but it tore out because they filled those craters with body filler. Alright, that initial sanding was 80 grit. Gonna go up a little bit to 180 before we put some filler on it. This is what we'll be using. Comes with its own tube, a hardener. So I'm gonna open this up. It's raining pretty bad. Just pull the car out here to charge it. Get an initial shine. It ain't dry in some spots, so I'm gonna guide coat it and sand it off soon. But yeah, it's raining pretty bad out right now. It's kind of good. So when I blow the dust out, I ain't gotta worry about the car getting dust on it when I blow the dust out. Alright, we'll be blocking that out in a minute. But look at this. Kind of a super wave. So, you know we got a dent here. We got a dent right there. We got waves in this tunnel. So we ain't gotta worry about pulling those out. We're gonna sand this down. And it kind of starts about right here. We're gonna block this whole panel out. The bottom's fine. Got a little something there. See, this dent kind of carries here. Kind of evident what's going on. You see the bottom's pretty much okay right there. Little stuff. But look at that. Wavy City. Wavy City. About to take care of this whole panel. All right, we working, man. I'm working. This is still kind of darkening up, almost dry. I'm working. All right, let's take this down so when I get here, I will be okay. About to finish this off. Looking good there. And we'll work my way around. Got a couple pinholes here. Well, these are not pinholes, these are dimples. These don't go, these are not through. These are dimples. So you're gonna fill those in. Those are not holes, just dimples. And then work our way around to here. But we're gonna just take out this right now. Let's get this off here. I'm gonna turn the fan on to blow the dust out. Open the garage up. Pretty much exposed everything. I just wiped everything down. I'm gonna do it right. I just want to look at the metal. Spot here. It's obviously there. Yeah, it's all kind of dimples and waves. All right, we'll be fixing this in a second. Got a little dent there. I'm trying to pull it out. Should be all good. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is get this dent out of here. We'll pull out as much as we can. Feel this right here. So, I got one. I think this is kind of fit perfectly there. Smaller one. And glue it right here. And try to massage that dent out. Also, before I apply filler, I want to make sure these were feathered out, and that burnisher or polisher, surfacer does a great job at that. So it pretty much feathered off all around now. I may do a little bit more, but it's pretty much there. All right, I glued both pieces on last night, and I had to leave and got back too late to get back out here and work. So you guys can see the window, it's light outside. It's about 9:30 in the morning, and I'll be here all day. So we're gonna glue this back on. When I just tugged on it, it just popped off. I should have glue got cold. I'm not sure about if that one's gonna hold. Yeah, this is feathered out pretty good. I'll rough it up a little bit more around here, so we'll have a good adhesion with the body filler. But we should be good. All right, let's get these dents out. Just been sanding around the car in all the areas we're gonna be painting. I am gonna paint the wiper arms. When I bought the car, they were black, so we're gonna put them back black. We're gonna paint all that back nice. Yeah, all sanded this down to the metal. Just hitting all the spots that I missed on this side. Just focus on this side right now. All the trim. Like I said, you gotta look back. All this stuff been off the car, so I'm not worried about under the mirrors. This car has been completely stripped. Doors off, every piece of trim off, everything, and painted. I'm just doing it. I'm just redoing it over. Because I just wanted it even more nicer. So, yeah, just going over it. Another thing I'm about to do right now, I'm gonna remove this lock because I don't like this. I don't like how it is around here. You didn't do a good job with that. We're gonna remove this lock and get this right. I don't like that. The other locks were fine, perfect. And I got new gaskets behind these locks, whereas this one, it's the old gasket. So I'm about to pop this right now, take this off, and fix all of this. It looks terrible. Just painted over old cracked paint. Taking that out. And yeah, I'm focusing on this side right now, despite me going in this area. So we're gonna get those. When I take that lock off, we're gonna get these out real quick. Oh, you know what? We can work on these right now. I'll go back to that lock. Oh, he's sticking. All right, let me glue that back on. Let's try the other one. I'll show you all that. Got the trunk open. So, super simple removal. Got a video on the channel on how to remove this. I'm gonna take this out right now real quick while we waiting on the gun to heat up. And then we're gonna get those dents out. Less than a minute to get this out. Less than a minute. All right, just push the bag through here. All right, got some hot glue ready. All right, we got this one, although it popped off. That one's out. That one's out. We got that one out. Got that one. We got Buddy out. Buddy out. This one just about out. Just about out. A little something there. You guys can see it. And I'll tell you why. The glue doesn't work well on metal no matter how clean it is. On the paint, it's perfect. It'll hold on the paint. So I could have more success. Although I got them out pretty much, I could have had more success had I removed them with the paint on the car. So, yeah, I could have removed them out. But just about got it. Got a little something now. That one's out. Completely out. I'm gonna fill this up with some alcohol. So I'm just spray it on now. Guys can see we just about got that out of there. That one's gone. All right, since we got those pretty much done, I didn't show you guys this. We got that to the middle. Some filler gotta go there. Everything is sanded beautifully on this side. That. So, just use some 320. Probably could have got away from 220, but I want this to be feathered out super good. You guys can see. I don't have the lights on in here because using the sunlight to give me, it'll show me imperfections as well. You guys can see how we got that dent out as well. We want just a smooth transition. As well as you can see, we got those dents out. Got those dents out. Got a smaller dimple here. I gotta get that paint out of there. But pretty much got them straight out, as well as that one. Look at that. You can just see a tiny bit of something. And you can see how all this is feathered out. Don't need no edge here. We just want a smooth transition. Try to get that to zoom in. You can see how that it's like so uniform or made into one. Like that's feathered out so well with that 320. We haven't got to the side yet. We're working our way around. Gonna fix this up. This is gonna clean this off. That's oil from using the die grinder. Gonna clean this off real good. And yeah, that's how it should look. Perfect. Also feather this out as well. So I guess the next step will be is we're gonna apply some filler here, let it harden, and then I'll weld. And we'll get this sanded off, blocked out completely. I might need a little bit more filler here. Just a tiny bit more, but we'll see. I'm gonna fix this. Okay, we're about to apply some body filler. All our spots are fixed. We have a hole here, a small hole there. And we got the one out of here as well. So now we're gonna apply some body filler in all of our spots. I remove the struts from the hatch. Both sides. And oh, I want to talk about this. This was pretty bad. This was super bad. So I got in here, you can even see those holes. Those natural holes wasn't visible. It was caked up with rust. So I pretty much got everything cleared out with the exception of just a little bit more to go. But yeah, I got in here and cleared this out and kind of sanded all this down. I didn't like how that looked. It looked terrible. So I just got a little bit more ways to go. And then we're gonna fix that as well. That's pretty much done. Putting filler over that as well. And the door. All right, I'm back. Gonna start spreading body filler all around this thing. We're pretty much there. Everything is sanded down nice and smoothly. I'm gonna show you guys what I've been using to clean these panels off. That's been really, really good. Is this. This stuff is remarkable when cleaning these panels off of getting dirt and grease off of these panels. This stuff is incredible. This has been around since 1947. This is some really good stuff, guys. Really good stuff. This glass cleaner, and I'm using this microfiber cloth, but it is, removing any film, dirt, dust, just like that. It doesn't leave anything behind, not even any streaks. Right now, preparing them in spotty filler over here. I have a bunch of these spreaders. I bought a while back. Got the Harbor Freight special. These are pretty good. I like these a lot. Have a bunch of these laying around. And as well as, I got a whole bunch of them. These are two different brands. Had them for a while. But I've also had these for a long time. And I used the one out of there. I never used these, but look at the difference. Look at the curved edges. I like that. The corners are curved off. And you can tell the difference in quality from this Bondo spreader compared to this El Cheapo one. And this is the Harbor Freight one. Look decent, the corners are decent. And this other one here, another brand. Alright, block this out and get ready to go to the next section. I don't think I need a filler here, some body. Okay, we're gonna block this one out now. All right, that's done. Nice. Smooth to the touch. I've watched countless videos, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, over the last 6 months when I knew I was going to tackle this job. And oddly enough, I find it relaxing and enjoying doing body work and sanding and blocking. I really enjoy it. I'm so passionate in life. When I get into things and I really enjoy them, I do some great work, and I'm ambidextrous. I work well with both hands, my left and right equally, so that helps. But just want to say, in some odd way, I find this gratifying. Alright guys, pretty much done. Days and days and days to get this thing razor straight. You can just kind of look at that line and see how perfectly straight this door was when there was a nice little dent right there and a couple dings here and a bunch of waves going off through there. Just razor straight. This is some self-etching primer. Just spray this over initially while I burn through it. And kind of the exposed metal, just start covering stuff. Exactly right here. I'm gonna primer over it as well. All the exposed metal, all the spots that I had to fix and that I burned through. Everything is razor smooth. The only issue I got, oh, this is nice, is I got a pinhole right here. Other than that, this is like, all of it turned out like perfectly smooth. What else? Right here, perfect, just some burn throughs. And a couple spots here. I hold some cardboard between them when I spray these. Look, a few little spots that burn through. Although I'm gonna seal it after we, after I prime, I'll have a little primer here. I'll spray some primer here, there, here, and just the door. And then 600 grit the whole car, and we'll be ready for paint. This should happen within, I'll be doing that tomorrow. But yeah, I'm done. Done. Got all the imperfections out. Done. So, stay tuned. Time is running down. Today is Friday. And the next nice day here is Tuesday. It's gonna be 65. The other days are averaging between 50 and 55. That's kind of borderline of me painting in that booth, although it retains some heat and I got a heater just in case, but Tuesday is my window of opportunity to take advantage of that entire day. Yeah, I'll be shooting for Tuesday to, all day Tuesday to knock this thing out and get it right back in here. And then I'll spray my parts. All the parts that I got to spray. I got a few of them over here I got to sand down because I'm doing the bezels. This is for the license plates. I'm gonna redo this over. Doing these. And I got the marker lights and the rear lights. We got those as well to do. So we're gonna black them out. Although these are nice, I just wanna make them look even more nicer. And I got so a few things I'm gonna show y'all that I got that I'm gonna paint as well. I'll be using some of this. To kind of go over this little section, a little pinhole right there. I'm gonna use it right there. All right, stay tuned. All right, we're ready for paint. 600 grit. All the way around. Staying as straight as an arrow. Look at that door. Foam tape, and we're gonna have a soft edge on the door. I'll be giving this thing a good wash before we put it in the booth, and I'll be using some wax and grease remover, of course, to remove any contaminants when we get in the booth. And we're gonna have tack cloths ready after each coat, and yeah, we're ready to go. And as far as these lights, they're not taped well, and I'll tell you why now. I have some super thick foam stuffed inside of here, so I don't have to worry about paint getting in there. The windshield has some etching primer all around it, whole rim. mean, I cleared all of that out. All the entire surface.
I paused here because I didn't realize I didn't post a video yet about the windshield. My brand new windshield, guys. So be on the lookout for that. You guys want to see that, what I did. But yeah, posting that video soon.
Clear it out. We're good to go. All right, stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned.